And we are live back for everyone's favorite animated reference, DC's Creature Commandos. Forewarning, I know very little about this, but I'm very excited to see what one James Gunn does in his first official, entirely canon series in DC. Let's talk about it. All right, guys, we're back with Geek Variants, where we cover all things Marvel, DC, Lord of the Rings, anime, gaming, Star Wars, and more. This time, Creature Commandos with my boy, Will. How excited are you on a scale of 1 to 10 to see James Gunn's official debut for DC?
I am very curious. I'd put it at a 9 for me as far as excitement goes. Reason it's at a 9 because I've seen what he's done with Guardians of the Galaxy, Suicide Squad. Like everything's been solid stuff. So this is his first entry into setting up a bigger world within DC. Peacemaker was really fun. Batman and the Penguin have been doing great. So like let's see what he got. And with it being animation, you got a lot more things you can do within the show without having to worry about practical effects and all this stuff. So I'm
Yeah,
excited.
and the very interesting thing about this show is, as far as like practical effects are concerned, I'm happy you brought that up. Is that there is a rumor floating around that if Creature Commandos does exceedingly well, and according to everything involving Rotten Tomatoes, IMDb, all the rating services, this show is apparently going to be a bona fide hit, almost as good as Penguin and almost as good as the Batman. And they're saying that everyone who got brought on to voice their characters in this, animated entry, there is potential that they would be able to voice them live action with very little change going over as well. I think that's a very interesting tidbit that they're already getting that kind of acclamation to it, and that James Gunn is taking a page directly out of Disney's book and is just doing, you know what, hey, if we can long term story build, why not go ahead and take a shot at it? Because we saw how, phase one or phase two and phase three panned out for your favorite Marvel Cinematic Universe. Phase one, immaculate. Phase two, gorgeous. Phase three, perfect cap ending for that series, no pun intended. How do you think him and Saffron are going to be able to work cohesively together to kind of piece by piece build up this universe? Because this is an interesting group to put together as what you want to have as your first canon entry for your universe.
I mean, I think they're working pretty well. I mean, I'm pretty sure that James Gunn has the lead on most of this stuff. So everything is set up accordingly. But one thing you got to remember is, especially talking about the live action stuff, Steve Agee, who plays John Economos, he is continuing to play his character here in this show, animated, which means that potential for live crossing over to live action is very high. So that you already got one crossing in the other direction, so going back shouldn't be a problem, just depending on what they need to do. But it also depends on when this takes place and what the timeline is compared to like Peacemaker or something like that is, because Peacemaker season 2, I believe, has wrapped and is
It has a
supposed to
wrap.
drop like August of 2025. So hey, I'm in there. Let's see what it is. But I think they're going to work well together as far as um, Gunn's whole outlook on how things are supposed to run.
Yeah, and then a friendly reminder for those out there. I know this is an animated entry into the DC universe. This is TVMA. It is not going to be following your standard animated where this is going to be happy go lucky. This is going to be for kids. No, this is for adults only. DC, as always, is tending to err on the side of more adult style comic content. They've always kind of been about that. Think it more of the same grain as Invincible, but again, let's not compare directly to direct. Just say that there's mature content that will be happening throughout this series. A lot of it I'm very much looking forward to, because I believe the only two characters that I recognize while I'm looking at the DC page right here is I see Rick Flag and I see Weasel. So those two characters, I'm only semi-familiar with, as we've seen, Suicide Squad. And it's very interesting to see that they would be the characters that, again, he kind of picks up, because Guardians of the Galaxy, for all intents and purposes, when it dropped, most casual fans looked at it, kind of gave it a weird head turn, and were like, why in the world would Marvel greenlit this group of nobodies right here, right now? And yet, Guardians of the Galaxy ran that gauntlet. Those three films put together, absolutely solid. Fantastic movies all the way throughout. Really enjoyed them. I'm very interested to see how Gunn kind of keeps some of that same vibes, but makes it more of a unique twist now that he has full creative control, where he doesn't necessarily have like a higher up that he necessarily has to answer to. You think we're going to see some variation, or we're going to see some just classic James Gunn right off rip?
I mean, I think we'll see a little bit of variation, but I still think it's going to be classic James Gunn because, again, Economos is back. You got Amanda Waller is back. Weasel is back. Freaking, still, and these are all still played by the same characters that played them before. So, again, you've already got some established characters from Peacemaker, Suicide Squad, all that stuff to kind of bring in. So we'll still get that classic James Gunn stuff, and then whatever new stuff he's done. Because I know he wrote like one character, which is like the princess character,
Mhm.
like Princess Lana or something like that. He wrote her specifically for this. Like she's a developed character, and then so that's where the new stuff is going to come in, and then the established characters are going to kind of bring what they're known for. And he does his research. Like I just saw something. He was in Savannah and dropped into one of the local comic book stores that I used to go to when I was stationed down that way. And he was in there, bam, checking out comics, reading up on stuff. And I'm sure there's Easter eggs if you pay attention to what the covers are, if you can see everything. Like he's doing a lot of research into whatever it is he's putting out. So it should be a good time no matter what.
Like, can you imagine just going to buy just your average Tuesday? You're just going out trying to get another comic added to your collection. Say they have a new, Batman that just dropped, and you want to go ahead and cop that cover because Batman dropped the number one comic for 2024, selling over 400,000 copies of that comic, which is absolutely insane numbers. And lo and behold, the head of DC, James Gunn, is just standing there, doing the exact same thing you are. That's absolutely crazy. That's wild. And that gives a lot of fans a lot of hope, or at least me anyway, a lot of hope that this is going to be a new dawn for DC. I know there's still fans out there that are still clamoring for the Snyder cut or the Ayers cut or whatever the case may be pertaining to that universe, or maybe even the Rock cut. But for all intents and purposes, some things are probably just kind of left in our rear view window, and we kind of move on to some bigger and better things. James Gunn has done nothing where I'm going to sit here and say that he's not established. He's not willing to take risks, because he's out there doing some things. Because again, like I said earlier with Guardians of the Galaxy, at that time, that was a huge risk for Marvel to go ahead and put that out there, and then how seamlessly it transitioned in with everything else that you had going on. And he even, helped prop up Thor: Love and Thunder, because that was just an absolute train wreck from start to finish. But when the Guardians were in there, it wasn't all that bad. And I'm assuming that as long as Gunn is going to be involved, that maybe you get another go around of that at Marvel at some point potentially. But those odds look dead and gone now that we're looking Creature Commandos, his Superman entry, and so much more dead in the eyes. I'm very excited to see what ultimately he has coming up, pertaining to his universe, especially with, all the world building that can be done. A lot of people have mixed opinions about what his Superman entry looks like. Do you have any thoughts or insider or information pertaining to that? Maybe for some of our viewers involving that Superman, I haven't really taken too
No,
much of a hard look at it.
I'm the type of person. Let's wait and see. Let's wait and see what happens. Let's see what comes up and play it out. Like some people are talking about the suit. Some people are talking about how he's putting his boots on while someone's getting destroyed in the background or whatever kind of like. I'm not worried about it. Like when the first trailer comes out, we can do some judgment and kind of see where they're going, and then after that, we just run it. Whatever happens, happens.
Very, very interesting. So I had the Creature Commandos page pulled up, And now every time I just go to refresh it, it says the content is not available. Are you saying that on your end? Is that just my end of DC being a little bit particular on the Max app? I'm trying to go ahead and see when this episode's drop. It's supposed to be dropping very shortly here, folks, within the next 4 minutes, I would say. So
Yeah,
not
no, I've got nothing so far. Again, just kind of waiting. I got it pulled up on phone and on computer. So,
Oh, it just dropped on my end. We have two episodes, both at the 23-minute mark. Episode 1 is titled The Collywobbles, and episode 2, The Tourmaline Necklace. Very interesting to see what is going to be happening pertaining to those. Let me know how it goes on your end for you pulling it up. I'll try and get
uh,
everything set up to where I'm past the standard.
I have it. All right, there it is. Yep.
Fantastic. I'm interested to see what he's got going on. I have, as far as minute marker, for anyone who wants to sync up and watch the content over on your Max, because again, nothing from the audio or visuals will be within the frame here. Go ahead and pull up Max on your side, pull us up on another one. We can talk as the episode happens and talk about all the exciting content. I have at the second marker of, it looks like Superman is on the screen and in chains at
That's their new DC Studios intro logo. Kind of how Marvel did this thing. So, Superman breaking out of chains and DC Studios logo. So,
which is absolutely a fantastic addition because anything to free up Superman would be absolutely fantastic. I've got the 38-second mark. Is that what you're looking at as well?
yeah, roughly.
Roughly that. All right. Let me know when you want to go ahead and hit play, and we'll get this show
Uh,
on the road.
I'm good to go whenever you are.
All right. And 3, 2, 1. Let's enjoy some DC content, everybody. Again, friendly reminder, it is TVMA. TVMA. Going to be another mature entry into the DC universe. We'll see how our characters interact with one another. The Sons of Themyscira. That's interesting. Cersei. Oh wow. Interesting to see her come on out. This is definitely like real world news.
That's funny.
That is a nice touch there. Yeah, because last time I saw Cersei, she was in the Justice League. She turned Wonder Woman into a pig, if I remember correctly, that arc.
Sounds all right.
God, she kills it as Waller every single time, whether it be live or animated. Just got her down. Beings that aren't human be like, pardon?
I know,
What do you
right? You see
mean?
that?
I got new coworkers.
She's good at getting around stuff.
This is a weird group of individuals. And of course, Weasel is just going to town.
I like the bride.
Yeah. Who is she? I don't know. That's great. Good for her. Should be minimal as far as damaging effects. Oh, really?
All right. First link to whatchamacallit.
Suicide Squad?
Yep.
Oh, I like GI Robot. He looks fun.
All right.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
Oh, wow. Waller always has a trick up her sleeves.
All right. I'm actually gonna watch the intro on this one. Let's see what we got here.
He
Alan
does
Tudyk. I
love
love.
his over the top openings. But again, I can't wait for Peacemaker in that regard because I want to see what the new dance is for season 2. Because when season 1 dropped, me and my coworkers were doing the dance of season 1 just to kind of be weird, keep the work vibe happy at the time.
Animated James Gunn.
Mm. Yeah, I believe I am a couple seconds behind you, but that's absolutely fine. Animated James Gunn, yeah, that's him 100%. Animation has come a long way. Gotta love modern technology, baby. I think Agent Phosphorus is definitely Oh, okay, how could you think Weasel was that?
Everybody is that apparently.
It's just like a whole blanket term for GI Robot. What in the world is this music? It's catchy, but what is this? Oh, this guy's got some cool armor. I'm just waiting for the US Army to roll out Halo suits. Yeah. Mm. Weasel, what the heck? No one house trained the Weasel. Nobody. Why?
Hey, yeah, I'm not complaining.
Phosphorus, I totally get though. He's just sarcastic to a T. I appreciate that.
I support it so much.
Yeah. All shenanigans. Mm, 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 mm. That castle is dope.
It
Need to get
is.
me one of those. But that's a team of losers if I've seen one.
No,
One of them just peed themselves in the car ride on the way here.
he's fine.
Oh. Whoops. Flag. Focus. Focus. Something heinous is gonna happen.
Uh,
Nope. Apparently not. Just grill everybody about their middle names. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, I need to get me some of those suits. Really? Had to do that. Lexi's kind of a ball buster. I mean, Weasel already did before we got here. Well, just like that. Yeah. Sarcasm. Love it. Gotta love it. He is absolutely killing it. Okay, his references are definitely from the late 80s, maybe 90s. Not the best. Okay, he just spooked the snake by putting his hand on it. GI Robot is there just for fun because I don't know what he's supposed to do with food. Oh, he just threw a piece of chicken directly at the butler, got him right in the dome. Fantastic. Gotta love that. Ah, the name of the episode. Copy wobbles. Very good. Friends is a oh. The queen is ancient in this. Like, is she even capable of running the country? Is she even with us? She is straight up drooling at the table like something fierce. That's maybe should put her to bed. We got diesel fuel for the robot. All right. And Weasel is playing in the wow. He's literally playing fetch with Weasel. Okay. That's what we're doing. Oh. Yeah, robot needs an update to his programming because the only thing he wants to do is straight violence. Okay, he's a blessing. Okay, why are you counting that? I mean, it's kind of sweet, I guess. Flag's definitely having an interesting time. I didn't think Flag was going to be hitting it off so famously with what's her face. Weasel is licking a man. Anyone want to go get him? Anybody? And their references are definitely late 80s at best. And the bride is out drinking everybody. Mind your business, everybody. Oh, Richard Flag making the move. Mm. All right, Rick. So it's been 2 years since he lost his son. It's a good thing. Dated reference. Welcome back.
Comcast.
Oh, she likes silver foxes.
She does.
Yeah, I don't think people really want to look at Armoire. That's not what he had in mind. Ah,
Okay. She's right
well,
to business.
she is ready to go. Protect her from loneliness. Yeah, Rick, you were going the wrong way. I can't believe he's actually backing away from this.
He got a job to do.
He had multiple jobs he could have been doing. He can work some overtime. I mean, it's a flexible schedule. Because now he's not going to sleep. He's just going to be up all night thinking, why did I do that? Oh, GI Robot is saying a bedtime story to Weasel. It's not a traditional one, but beautiful. And then my sarcastic guy, see what he's up to. The bride just stares out the window and hangs out with Nina. Yeah, this show was definitely trying to push all the TVMA ratings
They are, and
because
they should
everything
do.
is like literally like just a eyelash away from being different. Yep. She has been drinking like crazy all day, and then now she's doing summer off the roof. No, that works. I was say like, yeah, that phrase probably doesn't work on the her. Okay, security is a little lax. Just took the whole thing.
Yep. All right, Miss Jetson.
Right? She's definitely giving off that vibe, and she's giving off the same vibe as the bartender from Kite Man. Yeah. Okay. She knows the native tongue, but she's talking down to everybody. Questionable, but not asking too many questions right now. Wonder what Nina's holdup is with the world because she seems to be very intent at staring off, like in this space about everything.
She is.
Yep. Phosphorus is in the room. Oops.
He has another one. Really?
Hello. Yeah, this is not a fight I think Rick wants to have. Oh, great. We're gonna burn the castle down while we're at it. Worst game of keep away ever. The floor is literally lava.
Really is.
Yeah, he's literally a skeleton who is on fire. I don't know why you thought a punch was gonna be working out.
It's
Darius
reactionary.
is covered. Oh,
It's an old castle, and you just set everything
yeah.
on fire. Like,
New dish. Oh, I'm surprised that phone still works. But again, it's Waller phone, so ooh, everyone loses to cast iron. Everyone. Hit him with a kitchen mitt. This is fun.
oh, that suplex.
The amount of damage that they are causing is ridiculous. Oh, I mean, yeah. Figure it out, Phosphorus, my guy. Figure it out.
You know,
Again, I don't blame him for trying to get for freedom, but again, being held by Waller for so long should have kind of figured that there is a plan B and C, and you get the picture. Waller don't play fair. He plays with the deck loaded. We're getting a lot of backstory on the bride.
we are.
And of course, there's going to be someone on there who's got some kind of ancestry back to like the original day. Was that Zac Efron?
it's a great cameo.
Frankenstein is partying on a yacht. Mhm. What? Yeah, that kind of ruins the party a little bit, but what a first episode. Yo, this is going to be fun.
This is definitely going to be fun. I don't see how this cannot be fun.
That is incredible. God. All right, I'm jumping on to episode 2, the Tourmaline Necklace.
Yep.
This is fun as all get out. So Frankenstein is after his bride.
The princess is after something else. Phosphorus is after the remote control.
And good jokes. Okay, that's a lot of limbs. I mean, technically, it's he shouldn't really be named Frankenstein because it's the name of the guy who created him, but he's just called Frankenstein's monster.
There's his father right there.
Mm. I'm sure Frankenstein could have found love. Just gonna go out on a limb there. He's like 8 feet something.
Hmm.
Because he could have an NBA career if he wanted to. Probably. Oh, and then they just kinda slap things together and played copy and paste and be like, "Yep, that's exactly what it's gonna
Hmm.
be." Hmm. I guess she did something different with her hair over the next 200 something years or 150. My math
Hmm.
is terrible. I can kind of see why everyone is so high on this series already, but I didn't realize that was Alan Tudyk. Huh.
Oh yeah. When I
Isn't
said
he playing Clayface?
I don't know if that was confirmed, but he plays so many characters and so many voices. He is literally in everything, and I love him. Like he is fantastic. So I'm happy to see him.
Because James Gunn is just fantastic at working comedy and music beautifully together for everything he needs. He's definitely thinking about zapping them every time.
Of course,
Madam,
she knows what she's doing.
I think he's through a lot. His body looks beaten up.
And stop telling her everything that you control them. Like she might be going for the remote.
Because she's using her wiles to her advantage, and he's just like straight up falling for it, 100%. Nope, it was definitely not first battle, but he's definitely into this right now.
He is.
Oh, he's trying to plant his flag, pun intended. Hmm, interesting. Getting at least some backstory pertaining to the bride. It is interesting how she sensed they were in her country while they were in the air, though.
Hmm.
Mhm. Victor was a tad eccentric. That's her where she was born. Waiting with flowers. What a gentleman.
He's so thoughtful.
But I guarantee he comes on a little strong. Yeah, it's gonna take a while for her to get her bearing. Too much, too soon, too fast. Oh, she's strong as all get out.
She is.
I mean, she's got a point. Hmm. Why is she so fascinated with it? He is basically Frankenstein's written exactly like Clayface from Harley Quinn. Very overdramatic, very, very much in your face emotionally.
Hmm.
Why? Why did she fall in love with the necklace? Was it just pretty? 'Cause, I mean, hey, that's a valid reason. I mean, yeah, a little bit. Weirdest force ever. Okay. She is very forward and very aggressive. Oh, I don't think Flag ever stood a chance. Nope. Yep. He's doomed. His brain has shut off, and it is over for him.
That's about to cause a problem.
That's gonna be a whole issue.
He-
How does he even smile? Oh, all right. Nothing can be really that good. What are they doing in there?
You know what's going on.
Just hold on. Hold on. No one played them any music at the door, though. No one helped set the mood. It just kind of inorganically happened. But again, that princess is quite pushy. Ah,
He is on one.
just a little bit. Oh, that's a crushed everything. Except to kind of go ahead and let certain things pass. Oh, the bride is actually crying. Found it. I wonder if it has some kind of magical purpose that we're all just missing. Is she in love with the doctor?
I think so. I think that's gonna be the problem.
So Frankenstein will probably end up offing their father and then causing that issue. But again, he was her father for all intents and purposes. Creator would be the technical term, but you know. Oh, there was the necklace. Mm, it means everything to her, basically.
She's gonna pretend like it doesn't. So
Mm. Will someone be nice to the lady? Just a little bit. Well, hi, Cersei. Hello. I still don't necessarily remember what Cersei's shtick is.
basically, that she's not in charge and she should be.
Mm. Yes. Just say yes. Let him have some fun. Let GI let out his emotions.
He's excited.
Alexi's fun. He seems to be handling things fine considering everything involving the queen,
Did
too.
they take Weasel out before they got in the car?
Probably not, because he probably just ruined the back window. If that's where I think you're going with that. And let the shenanigans and music ensue.
Oh, yeah.
Mm. Oh, that'll. She is just having a bad time.
Oh, ooh.
Oh, I don't think your back is supposed to fold like that when you get punched into
Yeah.
something.
Oh, she about to go in. Oh,
Mm. Oh, ah, the ankle? Really? Of all damn things? My goodness. Cersei could have easily caught that guy.
yeah. She ain't worried about. Oh,
That was a big gun. Oh, oh, oh.
yeah. It was.
I
The,
mean, what did
the
you want to have happen?
she is currently my favorite.
Like, if Rhea Ripley ever wanted a role in like TV or a movie, this would be it. I think the internet would just cave in two if she ever did live action this.
Yeah, Rhea Ripley is awesome, so I could support that. Oh,
You thought you were getting away? Yep. Mm. A bad time to have a PTSD flashback.
Oh, that type of flashback.
Oh. Oh boy. Doesn't that
Yeah,
mean he's with the dead? Literally?
necrophilia.
Yeah.
That, I mean, it's alive technically
But
now.
is it? It's the grayest of areas.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
think
isn't that?
Cersei's. Oh, I thought she had the dub.
Yeah.
Oh, that was dirty, but fair. Oh.
Rock Cersei's stuff.
Like, I don't know why we weren't um, using Floret earlier. Oh, got balloon animals for arms. That's fantastic. And now it's game over. Because if Cersei can go toe to toe with Wonder Woman and turns her arms into balloon animals, that's a wrap.
Yeah. Yeah. Using her little matter manipulation stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, someone try and catch her.
Oh.
Nope. Yeah, this is a bad day overall for Creature Commandos. Went off on a side quest and you ran into the giants in Skyrim. Oh, yeah. Victor had a bad day.
Mm.
But again, I don't know what Victor really thought was going to be the long game of this situation. So that's
Yeah.
kind of fair.
So he's been chasing her for a while.
Yeah, 18, all the way to 1880. Gotta wait for like 28 years. Wild West. Oh, I wonder if she'd like voluntarily turned herself into Waller in exchange for freedom. They were in World War II fighting against each other.
Yo, this is hilarious.
Hmm. She's gone through a lot of different looks. Dang, they have a sordid relationship.
Mm. And that's where we. Oh,
Nina the Willy. Oh my god. That is going to be a absolute gem of a show to
This
cover.
is fun.
Oh, I haven't laughed that hard in a long time in an animated series. That's that's fantastic. This is going to be something that'll be must watch for everyone. DC, you guys may be coming to play. Watch out,
Mhm.
Marvel. Watch out. Gunn has got your name written down. But again, this is just amazing content for both parties. So as long as that comes up, all geek.
As long as comic book movies, shows, and stuff like that are doing good, I don't care. I'm happy.
I think we're gonna be happy either way because the bride easily gonna be your favorite character moving forward throughout this entire series. I mean, I don't think much really needed to be said about it. There was a tall woman who was aggressive, crazy good at fighting, and stands up for herself proudly and can hold her liquor. Was there anything else that needed to be listed in your list of requirements other than maybe, a bit of Chun Li thrown in there?
Yeah, I'm with it. I'm with it all the way through. I'm with it. I run it.
And then again, I think Phosphorus and then the robot, GI robot, are my two favorite characters because anytime there's comedy and
G-
sarcasm, I'm in it. I'm with it.
GI Robot is on one, and I'm here for it.
He has a certain type, but again, I'm sure they'll find a way to incorporate that into the show. And at some point, probably near the end of like the finale, they'll be like, "Yes, IG," or "Yes, GI." Those are the robot. Those are the people you're looking for. Go ahead and go get them. I'm getting my words all mixed up, but again, 12:48 at night Pacific time. My apologies, folks. This series, be sure to go check it out. It is absolutely fantastic. James Gunn wrote a masterpiece. Cannot recommend enough. First two episodes are out now. Will, any thoughts you want to have here while we're still on the live?
No, this is great. This is fantastic. Like, I don't know how many episodes it's running for, but again, we are right into it. Like, episode one jumped us right into everything's going on. Episode two, we are on the run to the trouble. Episode three, I feel like they're going to be on the run from the trouble, and it's literally it's what the task force under Waller kind of get into, like shenanigans, just shenanigans all the way around, and I'm here for it. I just want
And
more.
the one thing that I do love about James Gunn, I will say, he does not give a damn about superhero origin stories. He will jump you right into the meat and potatoes, and you're in it within the first two or three episodes, and then he'll kind of like give you a bit of a backstory, kind of ongoing, kind of like how they did Rocket for Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. Like if you didn't know
Mm-hmm.
the comics, you're just like, okay, so it's a talking raccoon. They kind of lightly alluded that he had some problems in the first film, and then by the third film, you're like, oh, Rocket's been through it. And it just kind of turned into something crazy. And I think they're kind of doing the same with the bride. And I think Nina's story is eventually going to get worked in to see how what's going on. Because again, I don't think there's going to be a sob story pertaining to Weasel uh, or for GI Robot Phosphorus, maybe. But again, I don't know enough about these characters to really make an educated guess. All I know is they're a great band of idiots, and I love them thus far. They're fun. They're putting on a great show. I'm excited to get to the review. Any final thoughts for the folks at home?
Nope, I'm solid. Run it.
Be sure to hit that lovely subscribe button. It greatly helps us out. We are so close to being potentially monetized thanks to you, the viewer. Thank you so much for each and every one of your support. We'll see you in the episode breakdown for Creature Commandos. I'm Brent with the man, the myth, the marvel. We'll see you in the next one.